You ever considered that your life right now, your reality, is a reflection of how you see yourself? In the book Secrets of Successful Selling, the author John D. Murphy tells the story of a sales consultant who was called in by this company, this firm, to help a struggling salesman. Now, this was in the 1950s, so keep that in mind with the numbers that I'm about to share. That particular salesman consistently earned $5,000 every single year. It didn't matter what territory he was assigned to. It didn't matter the changes in commission. Every single year, that salesman hit $5,000 in sales. Here's the interesting thing. That salesman had initially done well in a smaller territory. Because of that, he was given a bigger and much better territory. The year after he was given this opportunity, his commission was almost exactly the same as when he had the smaller territory. The next year, the company raised the commission for all of their salespeople. Yet, this particular salesman still only managed to earn $5,000. The firm was perplexed, so they tried something else. This salesman was then given their poorest and worst territories. A year later, he made exactly $5,000. The sales consultants that the firm brought in to help found out that what was happening had nothing to do with external circumstances, but everything to do with the salesman's self-concept. He saw himself, believed himself to be a $5,000 a year man, and his behavior aligned with those beliefs, therefore limiting his potential earnings. When he was given a poor territory, he worked diligently to earn his $5,000 that year. But when he was given a more promising territory, he found 1,000,001 excuses to coast as soon as he got close to that $5,000 mark. On one occasion, after hitting his goal, that $5,000 goal, he fell mysteriously ill, couldn't work for the rest of the year. They tried everything. Doctors couldn't find anything wrong with him. And then he miraculously recovered by the start of the following year, the new sales year. Henry Ford once said, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right." What you believe about yourself, what you say about yourself, what you repeat about yourself and to yourself, what you think about yourself, both consciously and unconsciously, all of those things are right. And your reality is either currently reflecting them or will eventually reflect them. There are people who walk around saying and thinking, I don't ask for much. I don't need much. Guess what? Life hears you, responds to you by saying, don't worry, I won't give you much. Or you walk around saying and thinking, I don't do well in relationships. I always have crappy bosses. I never have enough money. I'm never the one that gets chosen. The list goes on. So what happens? Life continues to bring into your life scenarios that match how you see yourself, scenarios that match your self-image. Nothing will come through that doesn't match that image, because then there's a disconnect. You pull in things, people, scenarios that match how you see yourself, that match what you think you deserve, consciously and unconsciously. Now keep in mind that who you are, who you really are, the power that you are, is separate from this, is separate from the life situations that you have allowed to define you, to define your self-image. The core of you, that which is not separate from life, from God, cannot be touched, cannot be changed. That is the constant. The image that you have created is superficial, but you have made it real. Who you are is fact. Who you really are is fact. Your self-image is an opinion. How we see ourselves, our self-image, is shaped by past experiences and our beliefs. And it definitely affects everything that we do, how we behave, what we think we're capable of. It affects how we feel about ourselves and the world around us. Each of us has a mental picture of ourselves, even if we're not fully aware of it. This image is built from our beliefs, which are influenced by our past, our successes, our failures, and how other people treated us, especially when we were younger. Here's what's fascinating. Once we accept a belief about ourselves, we rarely question it. Instead, we act in ways that reinforce that belief. We create situations that align with and sustain that belief. Your mind is like a radio frequency. You hear whatever is playing on the station that you are tuned into. That's the music, the reality that will play for you. If you believe that you're not worth much, for example, that's the frequency, the station that you're tuned into. And that is the music, the reality that will continue to play for you. If you believe that only privileged people, people with opportunities, make it in this world, that you cannot make it without having what they have, then life will continue to affirm that belief for you by shaping your reality with experiences that align with your vision. I want to challenge you today. What beliefs are you stuck on? What stories have you told yourself repeatedly and told about yourself repeatedly? How has your self-image shaped your reality? Can you commit to changing that frequency just a little bit today? If you don't like where you're going, change direction. If you don't like the music that you're hearing, change the station. If you don't like what you're seeing in your current reality, start by changing how you see yourself. If you are committed, put "I am committed" in the comments. If this message connected with you, resonated with you, let me know in the comments as well. If you're seeing one of my messages for the first time, I'm Wemi. I'm a life coach and a career coach. It is so lovely to meet you. Don't forget to hit that follow button for more doses of inspiration. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'll see you soon.